You think you need more motivation, more passion, more willpower to change your life. You're wrong. You need one question. Just one, and I'm going to give it to you in the next few minutes. But first, let me tell you what this isn't. This isn't another productivity hack. This isn't positive thinking. This isn't some ancient wisdom repackaged for social media. This is a psychological trigger that cuts through all the noise in your head and gives you instant clarity about what you should be doing with your life. 3 years ago, I was stuck, completely paralyzed by my own thoughts. I had a decent job, a comfortable routine, and absolutely zero excitement about my future. I was drowning in analysis paralysis, making pro and con lists that never led anywhere, waiting for some magical moment of clarity that never came. I'd spend hours researching the perfect career move, the right time to start a business, the best way to meet someone. I read every self-help book, watched every motivational video, and still felt completely lost. Sound familiar then? My mentor asked me one question that changed everything. Not a complex framework, not a 12-step system. One simple question that took 10 seconds to ask and gave me more clarity than years of overthinking. Here it is. What would you regret not trying in 10 years? That's it. No follow-up questions. No elaborate planning session. Just that one question, and suddenly everything became clear. Because here's what happens. When you ask yourself this question, all the noise disappears, all the what-ifs, the maybes, the I should probably wait, until thoughts just vanish. You're left with the raw truth of what actually matters. To you, it's like cutting through fog with a laser. Everything that seemed complicated and overwhelming suddenly becomes simple and obvious. This question works because it bypasses your fear brain entirely. Your brain is designed to keep you safe. Not happy, it will always find reasons why you shouldn't take risks, why you should wait, why you need more preparation. Your brain loves to say things like, what if you fail? What if people judge you? What if you're not ready? These are all fear-based questions, designed to keep you exactly where you are. But regret, that's different. Regret is about missed opportunities, not failed attempts. When you think about what you'd regret not trying, you're not asking, what if I fail? You're asking, what if I never even try? And that shift changes everything. Because the pain of regret always outweighs the pain of failure. Think about it. Can you remember a time you tried something and failed? Probably not that painful in hindsight. But can you remember something you didn't try? That still stings, doesn't it? Research shows that people regret things they didn't do far more than things they did. We adapt to failure. We learn from it. We move on. But we never stop wondering about the path not taken. Here's exactly how to use this question right now. Think about the major decision you've been avoiding. The career change, the relationship conversation, the creative project, the move to a new city, whatever it is that you keep putting off. Now ask yourself, what would I regret not trying in 10 years? Notice what happens. Your excuses start to sound ridiculous. I might not be ready becomes, I'll never be ready if I don't start. It might not work out becomes, I'll never know if I don't try. People might think I'm crazy becomes, I'll think I'm crazy if I don't at least try. The question doesn't eliminate risk. It puts risk in perspective. Let me give you some real examples. Sarah, 28, was stuck in accounting, but dreamed of being a photographer. Every traditional approach told her to be practical and realistic. But when she asked herself what she'd regret not trying in 10 years, the answer was immediate: not pursuing photography. She started taking clients on weekends. 2 years later, she's full-time and happier than she's ever been. Mark, 45, wanted to write a novel, but kept saying he'd do it someday. When he asked the question, he realized he'd absolutely regret never trying. He started writing 500 words a day. His book comes out next year. The pattern is always the same. The question cuts through the noise and shows you what you already know deep down. When I asked myself this question about starting my own business, the answer was immediate and uncomfortable. I would absolutely regret not trying. I would regret staying in a job that felt safe, but empty. I would regret wondering, what if, for the rest of my life? The funny thing is, I had been going in circles for months. Should I quit? Should I wait? Should I save more money? Should I get more experience? Round and round, never getting anywhere. But this question stopped all that. It wasn't about whether I'd succeed or fail. It was about whether I could live with never trying. And the answer was a clear no. So I quit, not recklessly, but decisively. I gave my notice, planned my transition, and started building something that mattered to me. Was it scary? Absolutely. But the fear of regret was stronger than the fear of failure. And here's what I discovered. Most of the things we're afraid of never happen. The worst case scenarios our brains create are almost always worse than reality. But the regret of not trying, that's real, that's guaranteed. If you don't act, you might be thinking, but what if I make the wrong choice? Here's the truth, there are no wrong choices. Only different paths. You can recover from most failures. You can't recover from never trying. Or maybe you're thinking, but I have responsibilities. I can't just quit my job and chase dreams. The question isn't asking you to be reckless. It's asking you to be honest about what you'll actually regret. Maybe you can't quit your job tomorrow, but you can start building something on the side. You can take one small step. But what if I'm too old? Age is just a number. Colonel Sanders was 62 when he started KFC. Laura Ingalls Wilder didn't publish her first Little House book until she was 65. The question isn't about age. It's about regret. But what if I fail? Then you'll have tried. You'll have an answer instead of a question mark. You'll have experience instead of speculation. And you'll be part of the minority of people who actually go for what they want, instead of settling for what feels safe. Most of the time we regret the chances we didn't take, not the ones we did. The question isn't asking you to guarantee success. It's asking you to guarantee you won't have regrets. One question, 10 seconds to ask it. A lifetime of difference in how you make decisions. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for more confidence. More money, more time. More certainty. None of that is coming. The only thing that's coming is another day. Another week, another year of the same patterns. Ask the question, trust your answer, and take action. Your future self will thank you. In 10 years from now, when you're living a life you actually chose, instead of one that just happened to you, you'll remember this moment. You'll remember the day you stopped asking, what if I fail, and started asking, what if I don't try? That day is today. That moment is now. What would you regret not trying? Don't let this be another video you watch and forget. Right now, before you click away, ask yourself the question, what would I regret not trying in 10 years? Write down your answer. Don't think about it. Don't analyze it, just write it down. Then take one small action toward that thing today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today, send the email. Make the call, sign up for the class. Start the project, take the first step. And here's why this matters. Every day you wait is another day. Closer to that 10-year mark. Every day you postpone is another day. You're choosing potential regret over potential growth. You don't need to change your entire life today. You just need to take one step toward the thing you'd regret not trying. That's it. One step, the momentum will build from there. The question isn't whether you'll succeed. The question is whether you'll try. And right now, in this moment, you have the power to decide that you will. What's your answer to the question? Please share it in the comments below. Sometimes, saying it out loud is the first step to making it real. You got this.